The boy never expected that being born with half-white hair and mismatched eyes would make him a target of bullying since childhood. Even though he was kind inside, he was always mistaken for trouble. Facing this kind of misunderstanding, his heart changed completely. Since everyone decided he was a bad kid, he chose to live as one. So he enrolled in the infamous Maplewood High. To outsiders, this place was less a school and more a gang zone. Studying was never important, fighting was daily life. And Jack came here planning to dominate the whole school. But on his first day, his worldview completely collapsed. Even wearing a delinquent uniform, people on the street did not avoid him. Instead, neighbors nodded at him and even handed him food and drinks. In just minutes, Jack's hands were full of gifts. It turned out this town had long been controlled by gangs. Residents were oppressed and could only endure. Calling the police never helped. Until 2 years ago, students from Maplewood High stood up. These so-called delinquents were all kids who grew up here. They joined together on their own and drove every gang out of town. From then on, Maplewood High became the town's shield. While Jack was still processing all this, a girl ran over in panic. She said she was harassed by thugs earlier. Even though Maplewood High students stepped in, one blonde boy was outnumbered and was already being beaten on the ground. Jack did not hesitate. He rushed in and landed a flying kick, sending the leader flying. The rest swarmed him, but all of them went down in moments. The blonde boy stared in shock. He joked that he was bad at fighting, but knew the town very well, so he offered to show Jack around. The two arrived at Maplewood High together, looking at walls covered in vines and graffiti. Everything here told Jack this was not a normal school. As they were about to head to the classroom, the blonde boy reminded Jack to be friendly. Students here were cautious toward outsiders. As long as you showed you were not an enemy, most trouble could be avoided. But Jack did not listen at all. He quietly loosened his joints, thinking only about how many strong opponents were in